pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
I can't believe they let you play.
Cook up the gut. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They run again on first down. Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now 2nd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Allen. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Allen now looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Allen now on 3rd and goal, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Once again, it's Swift. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On first down, Allen going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Hey, check. Check Mike 21. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. On.
Now Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now 2nd and 5. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down up to the 47-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Gilliam taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 68 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. In motion right, Watkins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Muscles him off. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, here's the run with Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Motion man is Shakir.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They go play action with Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
In motion right is Watkins.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Throwing is Hurts.
It's complete to Brown, right side. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On the option to give to Swift here.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is 1st and 10. Allen. That's taken in by Knox. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He gets this complete to Diggs, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.